now I'm gonna look into it, but this is still on. So I'm sorry if anything is weird, but basically my camera shut down, so I had to change the battery, and if there's anything different, it's because I've actually just changed the battery. So we were saying we have the MOSFET, which has pins from the front. So it has gate, drain, and source. The first one is gate. We're gonna connect it to a pin in the ESP32. The drain, it's actually the one that goes in the negative terminal of the LED. And the source is our common ground. So we're gonna actually put this first source, which is the one we know. I never remember which pin is actually negative and which one is positive, but I think I figured they are mostly the same. I don't want to say some dumb shit. It's actually not like this, and you like to tell me in the comments. Feel free to do this. As I said, I'm a completely beginner. This is actually my first project, and actually the project that made me understand that I do not know anything about electronics and I want to learn about electronics, and so the reason I've actually applied to electronics and telecommunication engineering. So that's the reason. And then we have to plug in also this one. Then I'm gonna plug in the MOSFET just to see if I'm right. Now we're plugging in 5-volt current because we're just using this. We're not still using the boost converter. So yes, and I'm gonna use for the pin. I'm gonna use the one in the 7th position, which is one for the 8. Actually, I don't remember what I did. I actually googled it. I'm gonna plug it in. Hopefully, I don't burn down the house of my parents. So as you can see, the ESP32 is actually plugged in, but the LED is not lighting up because there's not enough current to do this. So we are reusing this one, and I'll save us all. We have the pin, which is basically the port in, the negative and the positive in, and the negative and positive out. So I've already calibrated this, so I'm not gonna do it again. Please just bear with this for a second, because otherwise I'm gonna implode. I'm really overwhelmed by this. I don't wanna. Plus, I actually read those in this because I had just my pins and this was already closed. I don't know how to use it. I hope I didn't damage anything. I don't think I did, but anyways, this one was the one I used before. So lined, now there's no current or anything of this sort because I feared like that. We are putting the out positive, and then the out negative is gonna go to our ground. If I do remember correctly, it's not so simple. I don't know why. If I die now, please tell my parents I didn't want to burn their house out. So if the physics is physing.
These are results for phishing. Search instead for phishing is a form of social engineering and cybercrime where attackers impersonate a trusted entity.
I didn't mean that. I really didn't mean that. Let's plug it in. Please go. And no, it's not going. Oh, so what's the drill? We have the out negative in the GND. Oh, it may be actually reversed. Seriously, let's go. No, it was gonna be embarrassing. I have no idea what I've done wrong. Yes, it was the pin 21. It's not very stable, but because I had to solder this because they're not really very stable, but it's pin 21, this works. I really don't remember. I basically started trying out pins the first time around and trying to Google them. Works! I'm so happy about this. We did this! The first part. It's done. Okay, next step was actually for me the touch sensor, which is the part that does ESP32 to turn on or turn off the light. And it's very cute and I like it very much. And I don't know why I did that voice. I'm sorry. This little guy has 3 pins. The ground actually goes on the ground. So this one here. And then the VCC, which is power, goes into the volt current. And then which we need to put the IO that is actually telling the ESP32 that someone is touching the touch sensor. Touching the touch sensor. The first time I remember I had a few problems with the electromagnetic field created by this, so I really hope it doesn't go the same way again. I'm not sure. So this is pretty low. I don't remember if it was this. No, this was the one that was actually working. So I like tons of jumper cables just pulling around, and I'm really unironically irritated by this. So we're putting the PCC into the power line. Right. These are some tiny holes. I'm using, I don't know, I'm starting to use random colors, but I'm using purple. And I wanted to use brown, but brown is taken for the ground. Jesus Christ, super sad. I'm having a little bit of mental breakdown right now. And then we're using blue for the ground because why not? I know you're supposed to like to use color just to color code everything, but I don't have that many cables. I've broken a few. So just bear with me. I've actually wanted to use like pin 4 for the ESP32, which is this little guy over here for P4. So this goes okay. If I'm right, this time it should not automatically turn on yet. The current is still running. You can see it gives actually a signal every time I get to this, but because I inverted this too. Oh Jesus Christ, I really don't remember. Thanks, Ram. What I should be using, and that's actually the whole problem. And so I think I found out the problem. Now I'm gonna look into it, but I'm gonna just clean up the ESP32 because the last time I remember to overwriting the codes to not being sensible to the touch. So I think that's it. I think that's the main problem, that the main problem of why the light is staying on, because thinking of it, I was actually working in the last part, something with me trying to override the touch sensor, so that I had to override the touch sensor because otherwise it was waking me up in the middle of the night. And I was doing some practice on the fact that it was automatically turning on and off at a certain time or while it was getting certain data from my phone. So I think that's the problem. I hope that's the problem. I'm gonna try to solve it. I'm gonna try to solve it right now. So here it is. Here it is. This is the problem. It's still on, and also even if it's not working, if the touch sensors not work, I really don't like the sound. So I don't know how to put the. Please go. I want to remember it so bad, but I have no idea what I was doing. So I was just trying things out, and now it's just compiling over here. Uploading. Okay, the other one. It was for. Okay, I'm out of ideas. Okay, we are retrying, but at the same time, I'm here. There's boot. I'm gonna press this one. I really cannot do things once, so compiling. Also, timeout. Okay, so we're here, and I'm trying to find the port and com. These are just Bluetooth ports. but it seems nothing to be happening, so I'm just a cable because I have like 10,000 cables in my purse. I hope this works because that one is actually should be a data cable, but and maybe something happens. It's working. We have a new year, so we're trying again. Like so. Okay. Data stream stopped. Why? With this, I really wonder what the heck did I do before. Okay, something's corrupted. I always know this. I really don't want to throw this out. It was working, so tools, flash mode, Dio for us is God, which is super fun. Okay, so basically this is my last attempt. Okay, this is the problem. Right. Okay, probably. Why? I mean, why? I really don't want to change it. I really don't want to change it. I spent so much money. Not working anymore. I mean, it's working. It's there, but like the brain of it is not working. I can do. I hate this feeling. Working. I fried it. Good thing I was gonna like solder this and try to make it work with a more complex system. I fried it. Okay, so basically, like the communication part from the ESP32 to the laptops, but there's no memory chip. Like it's not working. It's telling me basically that GPU rates completed successfully in 0.2 seconds. It's not like it's fried, like seriously fried. Okay, it wasn't how I was to end this video, but yeah, on the bright side, now the light is stable. It's not flickering anymore. It's not flickering, but it's not working, so I really don't. It's not what I expected. Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna buy another one and try to get on with the project. But yeah, this has been so cool. And in the meantime, I'm gonna study better how the ESP32 works because I have to admit I have not the full picture, but like if there's any correlation from pin to pin or anything of the sort. Thank you for watching. If you want to leave a comment, like or hype this video or anything of the sort, you'll help me out a lot. If you want to tell me what's wrong with this, you'll help me a lot more. So yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.